Lookie-Loos, the time wasters, also known as tire kickers. The Lookie-Loos are the most dangerous prospects that will enter your sales funnel. And what makes them so destructive is that they disguise themselves as buyers, acting as if they're genuinely interested in buying your product, while they actually have no intention of doing so. In consequence, they continue their journey down the straight line of your sales process, as opposed to getting weeded out during the intelligence gathering phase, as they're supposed to be. The resulting damage occurs at two levels. First, and most obviously, it causes a massive amount of time to be wasted as you end up making a full-blown sales presentation to prospects who have no intention of buying. And second, even more damaging is the confusion and negativity it creates as a novice salesperson tries to figure out why their closing rate is so low. Is there something wrong with me, the salesperson wonders? Is it their sales presentation? Is it the salesperson not making a strong enough logical case, emotional case? Or maybe the salesperson is screwing up at the very end during the objection handling phase. After all, the prospects remain interested the whole way through, giving the salesperson buy signal after buy signal, and in the very end they don't buy. So you see the problem here? Having no idea that between 30 to 40% of our sales funnel is typically filled with professional time wasters disguised as buyers, salespeople end up spending the bulk of their time making sales presentations to prospects who have no intention of buying. So the good news is that we can identify them, and it's not very difficult. So here are 4 telltale signs that will alert you to the fact that you're having your time wasted by a looky-loo. Number 1, they tend to ask lots of questions that they already seem to know the answer to. Okay? Number 2, they make a point to kick the tires of whatever you're selling, almost to the point of over-kicking them. Number 3, they let out a large number of oohs and ahs and yups to reinforce the sense they're genuinely interested. In other words, they're acting like they're interested, but they're not really interested in buying. And number 4, when asked about their finances, they either become boisterously overconfident or unnecessarily vague. Again, I can't overemphasize the importance of being hyper-vigilant when it comes to identifying and weeding out the looky-loos as quickly as possible, or you'll end up providing a lot of pain over the long run. So we don't want to pre-qualify. We don't want to be too picky and weed out people that are potential buyers, but we want to watch for the signs. Really have your antennas up and watch for the signs of the looky-loo who has no intention of buying. So now you know what to look for, those 4 signs. And once you find a looky-loo, the best way to get them off the phone is to ask for the order. Do you have a credit card handy so we can get this set up for you, George? If they wiggle out of paying, thank them for calling and tell them you have to go, and we'll email them some more information. Do not, I repeat, do not keep them on the phone. Be polite. You still want them to say nice things about your company online. So say, thank you so much for calling. I'll email you some information, but I've got to run. So that's how you spot a looky-loo, and that's what to do once you find one.